Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, is Mono White Soldiers better? So, we played the Blue Eye Soldiers last week and we had an astounding run. It was, almost a perfect run, right? But there is a equally matching Mono White Soldier deck that is tearing up the meta, and I want to see today whether or not this feels better playing. Obviously, when you look at the stats, the Blue Eye Soldier is a little bit above the Mono White Soldier because they have card draw, they have Harbin that can fly over your opponent, and so there are a lot of things going right. But let's look at whether or not Mono White has what it takes because it has its consistency. So, let me move this to the side. In the one drop category, we have 4 Yoshin Frontliner, 4 Recruitment Officer, just the same, right? Well, early game, we just want to be aggressive. Then, on turn 2, we have 4 Thalia, 4 Valiant Veteran, just the same as before, but we have 4 other 2-drop in the form of Guardian of New Benalia. This card is very good at holding your smaller creatures back by enlisting them into Guardian. He can gain Indestructible by discarding a card, and you can Scry, which is not card draw, but it does filter a little bit better. Then in a 3-drop, of course, we have 4 Brutal Cathar and 4 Siege Veteran. We don't have the card draw in the Blue Soldier, but we have better 4-drop. That's all I can say. We got Mirror Shield of Argyle, right? So she is a very good 4-drop in that we stop our opponent from playing spells or activating abilities, and when she attacks, we make more soldiers, which is insane. Alright, so that is sort of the early game to almost mid-game, very aggressive push onto the board. And then we have 4 lay down arms that we can run in a white deck that basically exiles any creature our opponent may have. They get to gain 3 life, but we're overrunning them, so it doesn't matter. And then in the land base, I have 1 Agonjo, 20 Planks to help lay down arm, and 3 Mistress Foundry. A lot of decks run 4. I've saw some deck run 1. I don't really agree with any of those. I don't want 1 because 1 Mistress Foundry is like 0 Mistress Foundry. It doesn't do anything. If I run 4 Mr. Foundry, I'm going to be stuck with all of them in my opening hand, and I can't cast any spells. So I think 2 or 3 is the magic number, which I'm not really quite sure if it should be 2 or it should be 3, but I'm going to try 2, or I'm going to try 3. I'm not going to try 2 because this way I can have 20 planes. That is a good even number. It just sounds better. That's the only reason why there's 3. You feel free to run 2. Feel free to run 4 if you feel like you're luckier than I am, which you probably are. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to play. Is Mono White better? I guess we're here to find out. We are ready to play against SBK 007. I'm already scared. And of course, the shuffler decided, hey, you like lay down arms? How about a bunch of them? We do have a 1-drop and a 2-drop, and we have 3 lands. I think this is a keep. Not a good keep, though. This is a very close, not a good keep. But honestly, if I didn't keep, I would have got no 1-drop. And then what happened? You're going to play turn 2 Thalia? Alright, they're going to play turn 2 Soldiers. So, let's be valiant about this. Maybe you have a counterspell. Maybe just blue-white control. I mean, with the Deserted Beach, I should have seen that as blue-white control, because if it's soldiers, it would be the other blue-white lands. Well, they just didn't play anything turn 2. Dark Waste, temporary lockdown. Well, we got locked down in first game because they are very controlling and they went first. And we have 2 lay down arm in our hand. Usually this card is good against almost any other matchup. Even Grixis, this can work. But against blue-eye control, it's not going to hit anything. Oh, they're fans. That's funny. Oh, this is probably going to get countered. Look at all these dead cards. This is also what happens when you play an aggressive deck. There are just times where your deck is just dead. But you gotta live with that though. Our opponent is doing the old ropey rope. I mean, when you have a make this appear in your hand, you just want to rope. If he depopulates here, I'm just gonna quit. So working up to 6 lands. Huh. That's a good play. Not that I'm surprised by it or anything, but he has 3 lands, or he has 3 cards. I have 3 lands. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I don't want to quit just yet, because for all we know, his whole hand could be just like Hullbreaker Horror or something. Thalia. Let's try a little tax before we attack. Memory Deluge. You could have just held off. Memory Deluge could have looked at 5 cards instead of 4. Okay, Auto Tapper did that to him. Auto Tapper does that to people. He taps all his blue so that there's no chance of him countering Dahlia, even if he had a counter spell. Wow, okay. You got anything else there, buddy? We got a land. This is just gonna die. That was our last tempo card. If Miro dies, so do we. This is what happened. Our opponent went first. If we went first, it would have been it would not be at 10, and he'd probably be dead by then. That's 7 mana, exactly enough for a Hullbreaker. All right, GG. I'm gonna go. Where are these games when I was playing Control? Alright, the question was, is white better than blue-white? And, you know, that game, if we had a blue-white deck, could we have done better? I don't think so. It was a very heavy removal, and we went second. So there was, oh, we're playing against Dion Drade? Is that the real name? This time I'm going to go first. So that's a good hand to keep on the play. I already said hi. Oh, then this time we're playing against Mono Blue. Interesting. I don't know for sure he's Mono Blue, but fairly confident that he is. Yeah, there it is. If we get mana screwed, doesn't really matter what color they are. We didn't get mana screwed, that's good. He has 2 mana, so we will Siege Veteran, because Counterspell is gonna counterspell, and it's not really like we have a play. He's gonna consider. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna put a +1 on the recruitment. And we're not going to... Yeah, we're not going to enlist because he might have a bounce spell. And if he does, then we just lose all of our damage. Delver. That's interesting. Well, we could lay down Armored Delver. That sounds kind of dumb. Let's just Brutal Cathar it. He might counter it, but that takes up all his lands. There it is. Do I want to enlist? No, I don't. It's not gonna block. Brings him to 5. It's a Jin. There's a land. We have a land. Alright, so should we play a mural or should we Haughty Jin? Or should we exile his Haughty Jin? He's probably got a counterspell in his hand. Probably a negate. So if we attack. We'll attack. We will hit list and attack. Let's see how he blocks. He wants to go down to 1. He will go down to 1. Oh, look at those lands. Beautiful. Wow, he's blocking a... Interesting. Well... He's probably gonna phase everything out, right? Slip out the back. It's gonna attack. That's brave. And then he's gonna quit. Get out of here, mono blue. Alright, so there was a lot of thinking on our side that probably wasn't necessary. Not really quite sure. But what I can tell you is a blue-eye deck probably would have done that a little bit better. Probably because Murals just got stuck in our hand. Mural is very good against a blue control deck if we got the right timing down. But what we really needed was Thalia. We didn't draw it. Blue-eye would have had Thalia as well, so it doesn't really matter which color we're running. Click a phase and either play a space bar to set a stop there. Let you take action, and I cannot read the rest. Chamber Junior. Is this Earl Chamber? Gonna sell me a closet? Hey, we're gonna go first. Let's keep. Let's say hi. We didn't have a good hand. Honestly, none of our hand has been good so far on the opening. But at the very least, this hand is... Oh, now it's better. I was gonna say, at the very least, we get to go first. Alright, is he gonna play the little vampire? He's not gonna play the little vampire. Here comes a cut down. Oh yeah. Alright, I was gonna say, I don't want to waste my mana, so I'm gonna play Prugathar, even though there's nothing to target. Because if he doesn't play anything, it'll be nighttime. He does play something. And if he does play something, that will give me an opportunity to attack him. Do I want to go to nighttime? I do. Playing a frontliner there would have been cool, but going to nighttime makes it a 3-3. Ow, my damage. 4 mana, what do you know? Lay down your arms. We can block the 4-4? No, you're gonna take the 4 damage. Now we're in daytime. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Beautiful. Let us Brutal Cathar this guy right here. You got 1 mana, I'm gonna overrun you. Now you're a 5. You can invoke, but I don't think invoke saves him. Discard 1 card? That's ballsy. He's got 6 mana. Maybe he has a removal. Okay. I don't know if that helped. GG. Very aggressive. We went first. We won. That's basically how a lot of soldier decks work. But we were getting close to getting stomped there. If he had a better removal than Gig's command, we might have lost. Alright, now, if your timer fuse runs down, you'll automatically use one of your 30-second extensions, if available. What happens if it's not available? Gerp is our opponent. Alright, we're gonna lose to Gerp. Opponent goes first. There, finally we're gonna lose. Alright, this is a better hand than any of the hands we've seen so far. And mirror time. The fun thing about mirror is that... Oh, it's not a mirror. It's a soldier off. The fun thing about mirror, what I was going to say, is that we get to Brutal Cathar their Brutal Cathar. Because they're on the play. I mean... This way we get 2 creatures in play. Siege Veteran. Is he gonna attack? He's gonna be a coward. He is a coward. If we Brutal Cathar his Valiant Veteran, then he doesn't get pumped. The Siege Veteran can block the Yoshin frontliner, right? If we attack there, we don't have any blockers. So no. Yeah, being like on the draw is so hard. I don't know if we stand a chance. Is he gonna attack? He's just gonna pump. He probably just pumps and not attack. He looks like a coward. There it is. He's gonna draw a card. If he draws a card, he leaves himself open. Left himself open. I also left myself open, but I'll take whatever damage he's going to swing at me because our backswing is a lot more. Miro for 5. Very scary. Very scary indeed. Alright, these are not big enough. I don't know if that was a misplay. I thought about not playing any this turn and using a recruitment officer. That way I can double spell and these will flip. But even if these flip, I don't know how good that would be. I'm just lucky he hasn't gotten to his Brutal Cathar yet. He double spelled. And now he has 5 creatures. This is where blue-white gets one over us. Because they have way better cards than us. We got a Siege Veteran. It's a little bit late. If we flip these, he's going to fly over us. We will still die. Is there a way for us to win? Siege Veteran can make this a 4. I can make this a 4. The 4s, one of them will die to the mirror. You know what they always say, math is for blockers. I forgot to attack with the Foundry. I don't think I was going to win this game anyways. Maybe he won't block. Maybe he fell asleep and didn't block. Yeah. Alright, he's blocking. That's GG. We're not going to win that game. We want to win first. But we were close. He was at 14. So if we went first, we would have had a tempo advantage, and he would have died. Too bad. Ooh, we got a Skitter Bee. That's our number 4. I don't have to go craft one. Well, we know what deck we're making next time. Player with mythic orange name are wizards. I did not read the rest, but probably wizard employee. Shakrat. Ah, it's a fairy avatar. He's probably a terrible person. Opponent goes first. We have 3 Thalias in our hand. I don't even know if this game's gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna keep it. Just on a goof. This is gonna be the dumbest game I've ever played. But hey, look, the fairy avatar. Probably gonna hate all the Thalias. He's gonna line up them counter spells. He didn't play any. Wow, hey, can I get Thalia number 4 up in here? Alright, this game, the shuffler decided we lose. Because, look at that. 3 mana mending. Oh, it's a reanimator deck. Okay. I don't think we got better luck because of that. I would say we got worse luck because of that. Because we need to aggro a reanimator deck, and you can't aggro a reanimator deck having 4 Thalias in your hand. Ugh. This again? And we're also playing off 3 lands again. This is very reminiscent of our first game. Everything costs 1, not 0. Because of Thalia. Ha, fun. Alright, well, this Guardian, Juvenile it up. So depopulate. Well, let's discard our lay down arms. Will we need a lay down arm against a cityscape? Probably not. Not gonna be able to lay down that arm. Portal to Phyrexia. Alright, we're gonna goodbye. This game was done. Look at all the Thalia in our hand. And we went second. I didn't know Shuffler liked that deck. Maybe just because we were winning too much. Honestly, I would feel much better if this deck had equal opportunities as the blue-white deck that we played with last week, but Now we're playing against Kubisky. Kupski? I don't know. But it seems like we're getting worse hands and being faced against worse opponents. Now, that's not always the matchmaker's fault. It could just be that this late into the season, people started to play more, slower decks. But it does feel different. I will say that. It does feel different than playing a blue-white deck. Alright, let's slow our opponent down a little bit. Good old Thalia. Probably should have been a Foundry. Well, our tempo is very heavy on board. And what's Kubisky's gonna do? He's gonna 3 mana, he can cast a 2 mana non-creature spell, or a 3 mana creature spell that's gonna eat a laydown arm probably. Wandering Mind. A Braid. Interesting. Well... I want to lay down mine on that, or... I need 5 to use the ability, huh? Alright, well, maybe I would just attack, but then he would just trade with my 3-2. Oh, I can't even do it because I didn't play a plank. Alright, well, then I guess I'm doing this. Does he want to trade with a land? He does want to trade with the land. I mean, I would like him to trade with the land because our creatures I don't have to pay mana to activate. And it's going to cost him 3 mana to Brave my Thalia, or the Valiant Veteran. None of which is going to be that helpful to him. If you upgrade the Veteran, he dies. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I say hi? I did say hi. Well, now let's see what our opponent's going to do. Drag down the game, probably. Grixis player. Also, if he wants to pay a blue, Underground River is going to ping him. Thalia is the game breaker. Thalia is always the game breaker. Ah, we're into the end of the turn. That's interesting. What if I just Mishra's Foundry again? What can he do with 3 mana? I don't understand. Maybe he has some plans. I know he has a Braid. But this is still lethal. GG. Math. But hey, I think we got like what? 5 games in, 3 wins, 60%. That's the ratio that's listed everywhere, so that's the deck, right? Alright, let's look at the deck again. There are some tunings that probably can be done. I'm not really sure if there's too much tuning. I think the Mishra Foundry works in 3s. I've never not drawn one, so that's good, right? I don't want my hand full of them. I also don't want to not have a Mishra Foundry in case I want a man land to attack with. I don't like Guardian Jubilee, honestly, but there are no other 2-drops that fits in the current category. So Guardian it is. There's no other place, no other things I can fit in here. Maybe a Intrepid Adversary, but not as good as Valiant Veteran for sure. So yeah, Guardian Jubilee definitely sticks. I think Miro I might cut down to 2 and then put in 2 Intrepid Adversaries, because Adversary is technically a 4-drop, right? It bumps your whole board by 1. That could be useful. And then maybe I'll cut 1 laydown arm to put in a that lady, Emperor of the Wandering Emperor. That's the name. Yeah, and that is the only thing I might fix about this deck. I don't even think it's a fix. I might change about this deck to make it work a little better against the longer runs. There's not as much aggro games, and whenever there are aggro games, it's really just who went first. Whoever went first wins, and there are no other ways about it. Learn your mulligan if you want to play this hand or play this deck. Know what hand you need to open with, and that's pretty much it. That's all I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.